In May of 2017, Luke, Tara, and I were trekking northward from Times Square in New York City. The intent was to locate the American Ballet Theater to buy something for his girlfriend, Emma. When we finally arrived at the American Ballet Theater, to our surprise, the shop was not going to open for 2 more hours. It was super hot. So we settled in on the grass at Juilliard and we waited. Emma, after 2 hours, 120 minutes in the humidity of New York City, the doors unlocked at the gift shop for the American Ballet Theater. And I looked over at my beloved young cousin who was oblivious to the amount of time we'd spent waiting, for he was immersed in Pokemon. And I spoke my most serious, prophetic words. Luke, you better be marrying this girl.
When we were younger,
and 7 years later, here we are.
we'd sit around to see your point of view. Watch you give an inch and take the moment there. When we were younger, and still I had my breath, and like it was my last one. But you still lay right in front of us. You still lay right in front of us. Like when I saw you for the first time. I know I felt like this before. It reminds me, but I've been the same here. Every memory, evermore, it reminding what I've been missing here. When I saw you for the first time.
Luke, I went through 50 years of my life without a father. And I thank God that I had strong male role models here. My grandfather. And I promise you, through my daughter, that I will be the best father I can be to your family and your best friend. Now, there are going to be some things that, as I went through life, I missed some things that I didn't hear from my father because he died when a young man. And these are 3 things that were important to me that I will probably say to you today throughout our life. First thing is, I love you. The second thing would be, I'm proud of you. And the third would be to say, you're wrong, but I love you anyway. And I mean everything I just said. So congratulations and good luck.
It is Jesus that you seek when you dream of happiness. He is waiting for you when nothing else you find satisfies you. He is the beauty to which you are so attracted. It is He who reads in your hearts your most genuine choices that others may try to stifle. And so Luke and Emma, build absolutely everything in your life on the rock, which is Christ. We're all proud of you. I am proud of you. I'm here for you. And I pray the best and happiest life for you.
I just really wish Luke and Emma the best. I'm gonna have to take a back seat and a back burner to Emma now. I just pray that God blesses you guys in your marriage and that you have fruitful love for one another. And I just can't wait to see where God leads you guys in the future.
2005. And I was preparing to leave for a second combat deployment. We get to the squadron with Norma. I think Emma had been picking up bits and pieces that would be gone for a long time. And I'm in the passenger seat, I get out, I open up the back door, and I kiss my little one on the head, Isabel. Of course, she's dead asleep. And I knew I would miss her walking on her first birthday. I came around the car, said goodbye to Norma one more time, and by that point, she had become very emotional. Said some loving words, and then I opened up the back door, and there was Emma. Her eyes were like silver dollars, just staring at me because I think she was picking up on something. Kissed her, I hugged her, went to the squadron. 3 weeks later, I spoke to Norma. I asked how it was going, and she said, Emma misses you. And she said, when you took off, that I said, there goes Daddy, and she turned to me and buried her head in her coat. So for 5 months, I flew with this picture in my pocket, this beautiful blue ballerina picture. It was with me over many miles and many hours in that aircraft. When it was noon here, it was midnight there, but I had this with me. There's just a few scratches on it. She was with me when America rained on her enemies. When I landed in that September, I was the last one off the airplane. As the last one off, most families had been reunited, and Norma said, there he is, and she ran and she jumped on my neck so hard that for the next 15 minutes, when people were taking pictures of us, they never saw her face because she was latched onto me. It was very difficult for me. And at that point, I knew that she too had sacrificed. She didn't know it. Her emotions were telling me that she did. And I'll remember that for the rest of my life. Thank you, Emma. Which brings us today. So, Father's Day a few weeks ago, as I opened up a few cards and finished the meal, my beautiful wingman daughter says, Dad, I have a bonus card for you, a special card. And in that card, as a special card she gave me today, the words were, I know that I will always love you and you will always love me. For one final toast, please charge your glasses. And I pray to God, all of us, that as Emma and Luke fly their sortie together, as they fly into the wild blue yonder, so to speak, climbing high into the sun, may you dance with grace upon the clouds with silvered wings. May you always provide strong mutual wingman support to each other in turbulent air and clear skies. She knows I'm an aircrew. And as all of this at some point comes near to a final landing, may you be able to hold each other, look at each other, and say, I love you, mission complete. So with that, to Luke and Emma.